You're in tune to Eruption 104 FM. Myself, Cris, Manic and the Uplft, with special guests Breeze and Styles in the house this evening. Shout to Kay, top of the morning to you. Also, shout to Ross and Kim. Don't forget 07903 473 344. Breeze and Styles in the house with us this evening. If you got any questions you want them to answer, please text them into that number.
Space, Styles and Breeze.
The track entitled Out of Space by Styles and Breeze. Once again, Cris, Manic and Uplft on Eruption 104 with Breeze and Styles in the house with us this evening. Shout out to everyone who's listening across the net. Shout out to Mikey B and shout out to Voltage, the lightweight, who had to be carried to the tube station a couple of weekends back. 07903 473 344. I've got a shout going out to Matey Boy. Cheers for a text message. Also, text message reads, Chrissy, will you marry me? That's from Madders. No. You're too short. Not that I'm heightist or anything. I love you, really. I'd like to send a massive shout to Kaza and Frenzy, you turds, who were swapping numbers over the air the other week, only to discover they were both blokes. I've also got a shout going out to Ross, Kim, Max and Jenny. Morning.
Open up your eyes, let your mind be free. Open up your eyes, let your mind be free. Step into the light, just come follow me to the other side where life is just a ride. You can feel your body just sliding into overdrive. Release your spirit, let yourself become one, but don't have regrets for the things you have done. And see, you can be whatever you wanna be. So open up your eyes, let your mind be free.
What's this then?
Pixie, innit?
Could you narrow it down a bit? What was it?
Pixie, let your mind be free.
Open up your eyes, let your mind be free. Step into the light, just come follow me to the other side where life is just a ride. You can feel your body just sliding into overdrive. Release your spirit, let yourself become one, but don't have regrets for the things you have done. And see, you can be whatever you wanna be. So open up your eyes, let your mind be free. Open up your eyes, let your mind be free. Step into the light, just come follow me to the other side where life is just a ride. You can feel your body just sliding into overdrive. Release your spirit, let yourself become one, but don't have regrets for the things you have done. And see, you can be whatever you wanna be. So open up your eyes, let your mind be free.
For someone that falls into wheelbarrows, you don't say much. Come on.
Let your mind be free. Let yourself become one. Let yourself become one. Let yourself become one. Open up your eyes, let your mind be free. Open up your eyes, let your mind be free. Step into the light, just come follow me to the other side where life is just a ride. You can feel your body just sliding into overdrive. Release your spirit, let yourself become one, but don't have regrets for the things you have done. And see, you can be whatever you wanna be. So open up your eyes, let your mind be free. Open up your eyes, let your mind be free. Step into the light, just come follow me to the other side where life is just a ride. You can feel your body just sliding into overdrive. Release your spirit, let yourself become one, but don't have regrets for the things you have done. And see, you can be whatever you wanna be. So open up your eyes, let your mind be free.
track entitled Ordinary World by UFO. Shout out to you if you're listening. Right, if you've been texting in with shouts, I'm going to read them out in a couple of seconds. 07903 473 344. Chrissy Manic Uplft with special guests Breeze and Styles in the house. Not forgetting Glenn. Hello. Right, I've got a shout to Deno, the Broken Bollock crew. We don't want to know. Text message reads, shout out to Max, don't have sex with your ex, it will make your life complex. Styles is giving an agreeance nod there. Text message reads, oi oi, great show, shout out to all the Ash crew, yourselves and Breeze and Styles and everyone listening. Keep it up, that's coming from Looney, shout out to you mate. Also, text message reads, yeah mate, nah, ooh, alright. Thanks for that. Shout going out to Mary, slaving away over her essays. And to Jamie, Will and Dan from Tommy Euphoria and all the Elation Massive. Shout to you. Text message reads, top of the morning to Chrissy Manic and Stairlift. Wicked tunes, also big up the South Woodford crew, that's coming from Lowell. Shout out to you. Morning. Text message reads, did Looney ever fix his keyboard? This is forthcoming on Jelly Baby. This is a track by Styles entitled Odomok. Once again, forthcoming on Jelly Baby. Text message reads, how about playing the Duran Duran version of Ordinary World? Shout to Kay. You never know, we might just do that. Text message reads, nah, I'm alright. Oh, maybe a little bit tar anyway. Text message reads, big it up to the horny sex slave crew that's coming from Nevermind. Shout out to you, mate. Text message reads, Chrissy, I've got to say you've got a sexy voice from Kaza. Thank you very much. Not giving you my number, not after you were chatting up Frenzy last weekend. Shout out to the person who asked me to remove an item of clothing. No. Not unless you pay me anyway. We've got a shout out to Frenzy. It's Kaza. Are you tuned into Eruption? Shout out to Ponder. All the elation massive. Yes, I did find Satan. I've got a shout to Roxy and Treasure Love, Max. I've got a shout to Fabian Barthez for gifting Arsenal 3 points. We hate Man United, that's coming from Grob. Shout to you, mate. Also another shout to Mikey B. Don't forget you're in tune to Uplft, Cris, Manic, with special guest
Breeze.
And special guest
Snosy!
and also
Glenn.
07903 473 344. If you've got any questions you want them to answer, text them in. What's this one then?
Styles and Breeze, Energized.
made you a promise. I tried to do my best, and that's on my mind. I'm talking about true love.
I realise I'm waffling over vocals here, but this is really important. If someone wants Styles to sing live tonight,
Close to you.
07903 473 344. If 10 people text in saying yes, we want him to sing, we'll get him to sing for you. Oh, go on. Right, I've got shouts to the Anti-Ush, the Anti-Ush Northern Posse. Text message reads, Breezy, answer my increasingly desperate emails, please. CD singles of new releases, guys. Darren, I'm talking to you. Don't make me shout, innit? That's coming from DJ.
That's on my mind. I'm talking about true love. I was serious all along, but trying hard to get close to you.
Oh, that's not fair.
All I want from you is your desire. I know that your heart will burn fire. All I want from you is your desire.
Right, I apologise for having to waffle through one of these tunes, but the phone is full up with messages, so I need to get through some of them. If you have texted, just put it with me. Right, I've got a shout out to the Lisa Stansfield Raving Massive. Easy like Mary Broster. Oh, that's got to be from Ponder, isn't it? And shout out to Breeze and Styles. And a small whisper to Cris and Uplft. Yeah, thanks for that. I've got a shout out to Kaza. I guarantee you the Tweenie TC is going to be about 20 minutes late. Oh, apparently he's not coming. Chrissy, could you please give a shout out to Han? Just want to say I love her very much. Shout out to Hanny. Flip D loves you very much. I've got a big shout out to Sarah. Also, Looney says he fixed his keyboard. It's fine and dandy now. Also, big up our chests. Keep the tunes coming. And text message reads, bits and bobs create big knobs. Do they? Change the subject. I've got a shout to Breezer and a shout to the fattest MC in the world, Blazy. That's coming from Summy. Shout to you, Summy. Text message reads, we love Glenda. Aww. Text message reads, I just got through my first reef of the night and I needed to listen to you lot because you're nutters, but I love it. That's coming from Kaza. Shout out to you. Also, Desire and Voltage just asked if Styles can play Heart of Gold for them as they are having a candle-lit dinner at the moment. That's coming from Looney. Surprise, surprise. Shout to Breeze and Styles. Also a shout to the fattest MC in the world again, MC Blaze. Shout to Summy. Don't forget, if you've got any questions you want them to answer. Excellent. 07903 473 344. Someone just texted in saying yes. So that's one yes for you to sing live over the air tonight. He shakes his head and swears. Also, shouts to Ravey Old School Riff Crew. I got a shout. Way. We're professional. Shout to 52 people in IRC. Shouts to all the weekly hardcore argument crew. That's coming from Ponder. Text message reads tune. That's from Kaza. Also, we got another text message saying, make him sing, Chrissy. Styles, sing your heart out and show us what you're made of. That's 2 yeses. Only 1 no from Mikey B. And a third one, make Styles sing live. That's 3. We need another 7, please. After this very next tune, we're going to be interviewing Breeze and Styles. Don't forget, we want another 7 text messages for Styles to sing live over the air tonight. You can just do a sentence. This is a track entitled Overdrive by Styles and Breeze. Once again, Overdrive by Styles and Breeze. Don't forget you're in tune to 104 FM, Cris Manic, Uplft, Breeze, Styles and Glenn in the house. Right, that's 5 people for Yes Styles to sing. We need another 5. Shout out to Looney, thanks very much. Shout out to Kaza, thank you very much. Shout out to Martin from Chickwell. I don't know about that. I am definitely not going to sing. That's 6 for Styles to sing. Okay, for those of you that don't know, this is Deep Inside by UFO. The remix. Okay, that's 7 people who want Styles to sing. We need another 3 text messages, just 3. We're going to be doing the interview after this tune. Shout out to everyone who's texting. Don't worry, we're going to do your text messages after the interview. 8 people for Styles to sing. We need another 2, just another 2 text messages saying yes, make Styles sing. 07903 473 344. We only need another 2. Even if you disguise your number or do it from another phone, that's fine. I'm going to be doing the interview after this tune. That is 9 people for Styles to sing. We need one more. Just one more. And we'll get him to do something for you. No, it doesn't count if you do it. Come on, just one more text. 07903 473 344. Why, do you want a grilling? Right, we're going to be taking you through the interview right about now. Don't forget, you can feel free to text in with your questions, and we just need one more text for Styles to sing. That's just one more text. Glenn's disappeared. Right. Are you ready? Stop fiddling about. Okay, this is a question for Breeze. What first got you into the scene, or hardcore, as it were?
I can't say really, that's a bit illegal really. Not with little round white things.
Elaborate, what year? What was it about the music? You know, why?
Just because it's different and it's underground and it ain't the norm and it ain't the commercial. And I like anything that's a bit different, a bit more underground, and not everyone's into it and I like it, so that's what's good.
And what about you, Styles? When did you first get into hardcore?
Well, I was still at school. I was 16 and I was a raver from Clacton. Just listening to the likes of DVSD, and DJ Force actually, back in the day. And I just couldn't get enough of it. Just used to have the tapes at school, drive everyone crazy, playing the tapes all day long. And just went on from raving to getting a bar job at Oscars on the pier, and then pestered the promoter for a DJ slot, and it just went from there.
Breezy, what was your first big set, or what was the thing that kicked off your career?
My first big play out was a Helter Skelter to go on the scene, but before that I was doing the club circuit for a good 2 or 3 years, doing Kinetic and all the other little small clubs, but Skelter was the one that kicked it off really, and that's when it all went mad. So.
And what about for you? What was your first big set? What kicked it all off for you?
It was probably United Dance back in '96, because for a while me and Forsey were just the residents at Oscars, and it wasn't until we were making the tracks like Heart of Gold and whatever that when they came out we started getting all the bookings.
When did you meet up with Force? When you were all first together, you were Force and Evolution, but you were a part of that. How did that come about?
Me and the Evolution were at school, and we used to do just gigs at lunchtimes at school, like making old hardcore stuff. With Breezy's laughing 'cause he's seen the videos, and quite funny. But there was a rave at Colchester Uni called Raven 7, and Force was a ticket agent for the rave, and I went round to his house, and his girlfriend at the time knew me from school and said, yeah, Starsy can play the keyboards, and he said, do you want to meet up and try to get together and make a tune? So that's when it became Force and Evolution. The other 2 guys that were in the Evolution, so there was 3 of us, got full-time jobs and decided to go that way, and that's when it narrowed down and became Force and Styles.
Right. And for you, when did you first start making tunes?
Well, the first tune I ever made was in '86, and that was a hip-hop tune that I made at Double Trouble Studio. That went on an album that did absolutely wafty, so forget that. Then I come out of that and just went straight into DJing, and then really the first hardcore tune I did was 94, 95, which was Your Love Hits Me Like Thunder with Mickey Skidell, and it come out on platinum, and Miles Ahead on the other side, and that was a good release.
So what made you decide to start up Infinity Records?
That was at a time when there was so much stuff coming out on platinum, we couldn't get everything out quick enough for people. So me and Paul come up with this idea. I've come up with the name Infinity. We whacked the first one out. Future Vinyl went bust, cocked it right up. So we had to start again and start through Alpha, and that's where it went from there, up to release 26. Then restarted again with Jay, with UFO. Respect to Jay. And everyone else.
And tell us about UK Dance.
UK Dance.
Sorry, this is Styles, by the way. I keep forgetting to say who they are.
Well, that started up in '95, because we were doing stuff on as a Sense of Summer on Universal, which was Slipmatt's label, and also obviously the Force and Evolution stuff on Night Force. But we wanted to incorporate the sort of styles we were doing. Like the first track we did as Force and Styles was All Over, and it wasn't really what was happening on Night Force at the time, because Lunacy was more into his breaks, and so we just decided it was time to start our own label up, and it just went on from there.
So what was Glenn's position at UK Dance, and what did he get up to? Because I know he's not going to speak, so I'm going to make you say it.
Well, Glenda, he is trump card. He's one of our mates. Has been for about 3 years. He came on the scene about 3 years ago, and he used to come up to me at Helter Skelter and so on, and talk to me and everything. And then he suddenly realised that he lived literally across the road from me, like, you know, literally, yeah, right across the road. And he used to come over, and we've just been mates since then. And he'd borrow records and nick them, and nick all my dub plates. And yeah, he's just top boy. Comes out wherever we go. It's just he's always with us. He's a laugh, mate. It's trump card.
Breeze, what would you say is the biggest or the most successful tune you've ever made, and why do you think it was the most successful tune you've ever made?
Definitely Let's Fly. One, because it had a unique mix on the outside, which is quite unfortunate. But, no, that was the one that really sold it, and that pushed everything into the limelight, really. Because it was a quality remix, yeah. Fair play to Stylesy.
And what about you, Styles? What was one of your biggest tunes, or a tune that you would say completely changed your career for the... Yeah.
Probably Heart of Gold, to be honest. I mean, they all came from the same sort of period, sort of early '96, and that's when the studio was in Forces Lounge, and we sort of got together with Jenna and Junior, and we were doing sort of Heart of Gold, Pretty Green Eyes, and all those sort of tracks, and just went from there. We were kind of on a roll back then, so it was all good.
Where did the idea stem from for Heart of Gold? Because at the time when it came out, there wasn't anything else quite like it, and then it all changed from then onwards. You know, because everyone else started making real big vocally tracks. But where did the idea come from? How did it come about?
Yeah, I think it was just a case of there was no break beats in there for a start, and it was just a solid kick with hats and clap and a snare, very piano-y. And I know there was tracks up before with vocals in that were just snippets of vocals, but we wanted to make a full vocal track. And the vocal actually came about from Forsy's first little girl was born on February the 14th, 96, and that was when he wrote the lyrics to Heart of Gold. And I was actually writing the music as she was being born, and he came back a couple of days after, and we sat there, wrote the lyrics, and the first person we played it to was Slip Matt, and said he loved it, and that was that really, because we were a bit worried, to be honest, because we didn't think it was, well, we never thought it was going to be as big as it was. Yeah.
You're a grade A pianist, aren't you?
I wouldn't say I was grade A, but no, I used to have lessons when I was a nipper. Mum and Dad made me have lessons, and couldn't stand the theory part of it, but loved playing, and yeah, couldn't really read music very well, but just I'd lived it really.
Okay, Breeze. What would you say, this is a question from one of the listeners, what would you say your biggest achievement is out of all of your career?
I suppose touring the world, really. When you get to play everywhere across the world, that's when you know that you've made a change, you've made a difference, and you took your DJing career to another level. And I think that's the biggest achievement, really, is going across the world and thinking, God, I love my job.
So what's the biggest party you played at?
I think the thing we did in LA in September was probably one of the biggest parties ever. That was, what was that, 20,000? Yeah, that was a massive party in LA, and it was sweltering hot. And all the boys were out there, and we had a good laugh. It was really good.
And for you, Styles, what would you say is the biggest achievement so far in your career?
I'll echo what Breezy said, but just meeting everyone really. Meeting Hixie, Breeze, Slippers, it's like just everyone, you know, I don't say their names, you know, but just achieving what, from when I was at school, listening to the DVSD tapes and so on, just thinking I really wanted to do that. Yeah, the Essential Mix on Radio 1, which was really cool, with the first people to, like hardcore to be asked to do the Essential Mix. And which was, yeah, obviously really cool. All the places we played at, you know, Australia, America, Japan, just where it's taken us, just been phenomenal really. And let's hope with the same picking up, it's all good again.
So, False and Styles, you kind of went into the background for a little bit and you weren't about. So, officially, you are back now, is that right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll be the first to say, hold my hands up and say, a couple of years ago I wasn't enjoying making hardcore anymore the way it was. I really wasn't. I was going into the studio, I wasn't getting any buzz out of making what I was making. And I was, when tracks were coming through the post, I wasn't really liking them. And what with the trance stuff that was about at the time, I loved the music, trance. I mean, first and foremost, obviously, because we're producers, I love music. Obviously, DJing comes off the back of what we make. And to be honest, it's pretty much been the stuff that Scott Brown earlier this year and Hixie has been making that's made me want to really crack on with what we're turning out now with myself and Force and myself and Breezy. And I've just got that buzz again. I just can't wait to get back in the studio and make the tracks. Can't wait to get to the raves. All the sweaty ravers, mate, jumping up and down. Get in!
And I will do one last question. What are your plans for the future, Mr. Breeze? Where do you think hardcore's going, and where do you think you'll be with it as it's moving?
Well, hopefully it's just going to get bigger and bigger this year, and we're just going to try and take our music a bit more original and try and push it out there rather than going for the obvious. We're going to try and do something different. So if one track sounds a little bit strange, don't worry, have a listen to it, see what you think. If it don't work for you, it don't work for you. But we're going to try different styles and see what happens. Hope it works.
And the same question to you, Styles. Where do you think you're going to be, or where are you thinking of pushing yourself as hardcore rolls along this year and forthcoming years?
To be honest, I really couldn't tell you where it's going. All I know is that it's picking up, which everyone's pleased about. It's growing again. Everyone's buzzing about the records again, not just the producers. As long as everyone keeps producing new material, it's like Breezy said as well, because a lot of people, myself included, fell into the category of when I was playing, I was so intent on every tune I played being an anthem and seeing everyone just jumping up and down in the same way to every single record. I think sometimes that's a bad thing, because you have to play new stuff, and even if it doesn't go down as well as the track that you played previously, everyone, you've got to hear it, haven't you? And it's just as simple as that, really. So everything we're making, we're just going to play out, test it, and see what reaction we get.
Wicked. Thank you very much. And now we're going to play some more music for you. Yeah. Right, for those of you that don't know, this is a track entitled Future Set. Forthcoming on Raver Baby by Breeze and Styles. Wicked tune. I'll try not to waffle through it. Also, shout to everyone who's been texting. Going to get through those shortly. And 11 people have texted in asking for you to sing, one of them being Hixie. So if you just want to kind of give your voice a little bit of a vocal warm-up, we'll have you on in about 5 minutes.
Feel my desire.
Right, thought better say something. Right, bear with us, London. Got about 10,000 text messages to get through. Shout out to the Furry Mush crew that's come from Rave Girl. Text reads, shouts to the Rave Riffs in 2001 Hardcore Organisation. Right, text reads, make him sing. That's 12 now. That's come from Deno. Bear with us, 5 more minutes. Get Styles on the mic. Until back to the report.
Other alternatives.
Shout out to everyone in IRC who's arguing about how hardcore should sound. Just shut up and enjoy the music. For God's sake. All of you, so I'm going to bash your heads together. For God's sake. Right, we're going to let this tune run through to the very end. And then Styles is going to be singing. Text message reads, Cris and Uplft should sing the Paradise and Dreams duet. The version from Chewy.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Kingsbury crew. Don't worry, he's going to be singing after this tune. I've got a shout out to DJ Storm. Respect you, mate. That's coming from DJ.
you can't hide. Did you ever see yourself the way it looks to someone else? This temperamental trick, when you say you can't predict. You're like an empty cup. Forgive me if I go outside. I don't get where you're coming from. What is real and what's wrong? What is staying and what is gone? How long will this thing go on? I don't want you to love me. I don't want you to love me. I don't want you to love me. I don't want you to love me.
Right, I got a shout to iWolf and you, the old school sounding crew. Shout to everyone who was at Live Evil on Friday night. Shout to Kaza. You unfortunately cannot sit in on the night with us on the radio, but if you want to email me about the tunes that you've done, we'll gladly give them a listen. My email address is on the Eruption site, www.eruption.hardcore.fm. Don't forget also myself, Cris, Manic and Uplift's label website is going to be launched as of tomorrow. The web address is www.rawelements.net. Massive shout to myself, Cris, Manic and Uplift and all the crew. That's coming from Rob. I've got a shout going out to the Ash crew and Wax, that's from Ashley King. Shout to you, mate. Text message reads, I am recording this for when Styles sings. Does anyone want a copy? You could play it at Elation on the 20th, that's coming from Kaza. No, we're going to put it up on the website so everyone can hear it. Don't forget he's going to be singing after this tune. Shout to Lucasade.
Do I just waste my time? You pour your heart on mine. You think it screws you up? Forgive me if I go outside. I don't get what you're trying to say. What is wrong? What's okay? Beat yourself up one more time. Trample on this feeling's whole mind. I don't want you to love me. I don't want you to love me.
07903 473 344. Are you ready, love? Well, you're gonna have to be. Have you decided what you're singing? An Oliver classic. Anything will do. I've got a shout going out to TC, that's coming from Rob. Ooh, are you single? You are. Someone just texted in saying, make the undoubtable best looking hardcore DJ sing. Are you sure you don't mean me? Gutted. There you go, whoever sent that text message in, he's single if you want. Have you got any spare underpants with you? We could send him a pair. you ready? Styles is going to be singing. Come on. Right, this is Styles with his chorus of...
I bet they're feeling fine, really. Each time I see Hicksy's face, his smile is shining through. I can't help the way I feel, but it's all because of you. You stole me from my world and said that you'd be mine. And that's good enough for me, 'cause I'm on top, and now I'm feeling fine. Now I'm feeling fine. That's what we're getting.
That was pretty good, mate. Nice one.
Get your body, get your body, get your body, get your body, shake it up now. Get your body, can you feel it, baby? Get your body, can you feel it, baby? Get your
Yeah, shout to Nevermind. I had a feeling it wasn't actually from Madders.
shake it up now. Dance with me all night. You'll see, color, let it all hang out. Generate electricity. Dance with me all night. You'll see, color, let it all hang out. Generate electricity. When you see your star hardcore, just a number dance track, break it for. When you see your star hardcore, just a number dance track, break it for. When you see your star hardcore, just a. When you see your star hardcore, just a. When you see your star, when you see your star, when you
Right, I got a shout to Deno, who is out of action for 3 weeks with a swollen nut. Did you not hear how he did that? No, he posted it on Ash anyway. That's coming from Danny and Blackie the Pisshead, all the Merseyside massive.
Can you feel it, baby? Can you feel it?
Chewy says, come on, the duet would be wicked. Somehow, I really doubt that.
Can you feel it?
Uplft is tone deaf and I can hold a note, but that's about it. Text message reads, fat tune, keep them coming. A big shout to myself and Uplft, and Breeze and Styles. Text message reads, DJ Breeze makes me rush more than having a tug on poppers. That's coming from Smithers. You Milton Keynes dwelling slag. Alright. More than having a tug would have just been enough, mate. Message from Breezy to Smithers. He says thanks for being his flexible friend. Ah, right, okay. I believe ya.
Now
read shouts to all the Eruption crew that's coming from Dave Spice. Shout out to you, mate. Massive respect to Breeze and Styles from DJ Rambo, aka Voltage. Shout out to you, mate. Text message reads, Top Man Styles. Chrissy, please play All Systems Go by Force and Styles. You know you want it, it's your favourite. That's coming from Tony. Unfortunately, we've only got real upfront stuff with us tonight, but yeah, it is a tune. This is the Let's Fly remix by UFO. Once again, Let's Fly the remix by UFO. Wicked.
This is the shit that kicks.
I got a massive shout going out to Kaza. Unfortunately, at the moment, there are no plans for an essential hardcore 3. Shout out to Dave Spice and Dave Spice's party people.
It's all
I got a massive shout to Droopy, Mike, John, Samantha, Tracy, Kelly, and little baby Ryan. Also us guys, we make you Cris. We make you Cris up, we rule apparently. Also Styles, nice one, love that tune. Also, was Breeze trying to blag last set by saying he was stuck in traffic on Friday? That's coming from Sammy. Was ya? He wanted to get home apparently and look after his kitten. Text message read, no one's burped yet, so here's one for ya. Burp. Cheers, Kazza.
Check us out, I'm the flavor through the speaker. It's hardcore for each and every raver. So listen as I tell you, get the dance floor jam tight. We're gonna get you hyper with the baseline shiver. So lose your inhibitions as we give you a fix. It's a hardcore hit, this is the shit that kicks. No, you can't beat the feeling, this is I know what I mean. We're surviving in reality, living in a dream.
I've got a happy 20th birthday shout to DJ Ty, that's coming from Danny. Blackie and Deno, shout to DJ Ty, happy 20th. You have been locked onto Eruption 104 FM, Cris and Manic Uplft, with special guests Breeze and Styles in the house. Giving it to you up front styling all the way. Don't forget next weekend, between the same time, 10 till midnight, we've got Manic, Australia's, well, Perth's #1 DJ.
I'm the flavor for the speaker. It's all cool. We're gonna get your hyper with the baseline shiver. So lose your inhibitions as we give you a fix. It's a hardcore hit. This is the shit that kicks. No, you can't be the feeling. This is I know what I mean. We're surviving in reality, living in a dream.
Right, taking this one from the top. We've got two more and then we're out of here. Don't forget next Sunday between 10 and midnight we've got Manic, another very big Australian DJ up here with us. Also giving it to you, upfront hardcore styling. Got any last messages, any last shouts? 07903 473 344. Bo! Shout out to all the Ash Massive, all the IRC crew, everyone listening on the net, all the regular Eruption listeners, everyone who's been texting in. Thank you very much. Shout out to Kay, we can't pull this one back for you, but this one is all yours anyway, mate.
Sometimes you see with blinded eyes and crooked smiles, or sometimes you feel like stepping out, just getting out into another world.
before we go, does anybody want to hear about Glenn's weekend? He's got a red mark on his forehead. Bless him. If anyone wants to hear about Glenn and his fight with a wheelbarrow, 07903 or 73344. I've got a shout going out to Carly, that's coming from Deno and his swollen nuts. Shout out to the person who texted in asking where they could catch Breeze and Styles on New Year. Well, you can catch Breeze playing at Slamming Vinyl and at Fantasy Island in Skegness on New Year's Eve, and Styles will be playing at Slamming Vinyl. Also big up the East London hardcore crew. I've got a shout going out to Exquisite. Also big up all the studio massive. Nice one.
Let's go make believe we'll light up the sky on the moonlit side where the magic carpet arrives. If you make believe whatever you dream, you'll achieve if you take a chance and make believe.
Shout out to Outcast from Loughton, sorry. He's still about, you can still catch him MCing every now and again at the big hardcore dudes. Text message reads, when is DJ Vibes going to be in the house? He's coming up shortly, don't you worry about that. We will let you know when the date is for DJ Vibe Show. Shout out to Deno, we can't make him sing again. What was that? Right, this next one is the very last one from all of us. This is the Future Set remix by the Hickey himself. Go on. Shout out to Kaza. You can count on it, we're going to have some real mad shit up here sooner or later. It's unlikely we're ever going to do a serious show, let's face it. Once again, Future Set remix by Hixie. Nah, for God's sake. This is the Future Set remix, original. Right, hold on.
This is Future Set Hixie remix by Breeze and Styles.
Yeah, but everyone knows who the original's by. Don't ya? Shout out to Bluey. I don't know about that. Shout out to you. Devious D was not force. They look quite different.
Five.
Boom. X fair play to you, Brick.
Shout out to Ponder. No one's singing Spandau Ballet, for God's sake. Steve will phone you and sing it to you later down the phone. Wow. Shout out to Kazo, thank you very much. I'd like to say a very special thank you to our special guest Styles, thank you.
No problem.
And a special thank you to Breezy.
Thank you very much.
And a special thank you to Glenn.
He's an arse.
Whatever you're doing during the week, have fun. Don't work too hard. And we'll see you next weekend at the same time with Menace from Australia. And don't forget next weekend, Viberlight. You can catch Breeze and Styles doing a special back-to-back. Shout out to Andy N. Listen, the phone's going off now, for God's sake. This is it from us. We're out of here. Once again, thank you to Breeze and Styles. Next weekend, it's me and Shirtlift and Menace. Whatever you're doing, I'll try and say that properly. Whatever it is you're doing during the week. Arse. Make sure you have fun. College, work, school, whatever it is. Make sure you're locked on next weekend. Go on. See you next weekend, yes, legs.
You're locked onto Eruption 104, London's leading old school hardcore station, broadcasting live every weekend. For advertising and DJ hire, call our advertising team on 07808 843 533, Monday to Friday, Eruption FM, bigger and badder for 2001.
Listen, Total Hypnosis invites you all back for our Christmas warm-up session. That's right, Total Hypnosis returns to the Viaduct Club, 39 to 41 Parry Street, Vauxhall, London, SWA. That's on Saturday, 15th of December 2001, 9 PM till 6 AM. Fully licensed bar serve until 2 AM. And inside the Happy Xmas Hardcore Room, DJs will be the DJ Energy, the Phantom D, DJ Chaos and Ethos, Chrome and Jack Knight, Jedi and Stormtrooper, Joe 9 Delight, Cris, Manic, DJ Impact and DJ Uplft. MCs will include the Ethos, the Herb, the Casper and the Wild Card. And in the old school and upfront drum and bass room, the DJs will be the R-Pack, the Demolition Crew, the DJ Fantasy, the Benny B and Kryptonite, Phase 1 and Boots Hi-Fi, the DJ Infinity, the DJ Verb, Dominator and Freebase, the DJ Clockwork and the DJ Spinback. MCs will be the Ice, the Lurch, the Dream and myself, the MC Maestro. Prices will be £9 plus £1 booking fee, £12 on the door, £7 NUS card. And remember, that's Total Hypnosis, Saturday the 15th of December 2001 at the Viaduct Club, 39 to 41 Parry Street, Vauxhall, London, SWA. Don't tell me whether you're down with this, tell me whether you feel this. Hardcore lovers and junglers, say Total Hypnosis.
101% banging house anthems mixed live from San Antonio, Ibiza and from the Channel Club London.
Totally brilliant! Oh mate, that was wicked! What a rush! Wicked, I loved it!
This is the Real House Vibe mixed live on 2 CDs. CD 1, live from the West End in Ibiza. CD 2, live from the Channel Club London. No comparison, no compromise. Live mixing on 2 CDs, 101% banging house anthems from San Antonio, Ibiza and from Channel Club in London. Double CD pack containing the most awesome live mixes ever heard on any compilation anywhere. This is the Real House Vibe, mixed live on 2 CDs. CD 1, live from the West End in Ibiza. CD 2, live from the Channel Club London. No comparison, no compromise. Live mixing on 2 CDs, the way it should be. 101% banging house anthems. Out in the shops now.
Yeah, internet massive, we'll get you flying high. Hear this, it's all about lobbying. It's all about lobbying. At last, it's finally here. www.allaboutclubbing.com, your online clubbing information guide. All About Clubbing deals with everything and anything to do with clubbing. The most happening events, the hottest new releases and promos, record shops and all your favorite DJs and MCs. Not forgetting our guest book, chat room, radio listings, and the most up-to-date interviews and reviews. www.allaboutclubbing.com. Promoters, whether you are a first-timer or an established promotion, we offer the very best and most cost-effective advertising package, including listings, reviews, flyer design, and distribution. Why not pay us a visit at www.allaboutclubbing.com. I like it.
101% Euphoria Anthems is the ultimate euphoria on 2 CDs, featuring all the summer tracks and mixes from Very Kosher, System F, ATB, Johnny Shaker, Westbound, Bridge, Red Jerry, Tilt, Signum, Cris 2000, The Sharp Boys, Hard Floor, clubmusic.co.uk and more. 101% Euphoria Anthems is the ultimate euphoria. Mixed together on 2 CDs by DJs Flipstream and John the Dentist. On double CD, 101% Euphoria Anthems is in your shops this week. Info at www.clubmusic.co.uk. The ultimate in Euphoria trance can only be 101% Euphoria Anthems. On double CD, 101% Euphoria Anthems.
Yes, Raven Massive, Raven Crew, north, south, east and west of the border. On Saturday the 1st of December 2001, Innovation in conjunction with Atmosphere bring to you the drum and bass overload. That's right, Massive, this is going to be a night of pure vibes, all happening at Rex Music Arena, 361 to 373 High Road, Stratford, London E15, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Don't forget, in the Overload Arena 1, we bring to you Mickey Finn, Hype, Andy C, Nicky Black Market, Brian G, Shire Face, SS, Bad Company with a Kenny Ken and Frenzy, MCs, Hectic on the night, Skibbity, Shabbity, Navigator, GQ, 50, IC3, Ragga Twins with the Riddler, Majika with the Rizzler, alongside the Shady. In Arena 2, Hardcore Jungle, Rat Pack, Vibes, Psy, Devious D, Squirrel, Demolition Crew with the Chaos, MCs, Everson Allen, MCMC, Majika with D1. In Arena 3, we bring to you the New School Breaks with the Accord Sky, Booker Ish with the Hooligans, Sons of Mecca, Mystery, alongside Swifty B and the New Phase, MCs, MC Cash and Harmony. In Arena 4, tomorrow's headlines, check flight for more information. This is Innovation, massive lasers and lights on the night with dancers, many more, check flyer. Listen this one, massive, as we burn the fire on Rex on the 1st of December 2001. Take packs out from the last event in your shops now. So buy one along with your tickets, 14 plus booking fee. Hey, selector, rinse out the original style on the original 1st of December. The original innovation. I bring down the original drum and bass style and pattern. Listen them style and selector. We roll with the innovation, we ride with the innovation. On the kid, when I talk of the Guava conference like that all in England now part on the empty shower. Big up in all the area. Say innovation, no it's murder. Listen to them style, yeah.
You're locked onto Eruption 104, London's leading old school hardcore station, broadcasting live every weekend. For advertising and DJ hire, call our advertising team on 07808 843 533, Monday to Friday, Eruption FM, bigger and badder for 2001.